Do you feel like your life's being controlled by another person? Do you feel like your opinion doesn't matter? Do you feel like no one listens to what you have to say? What if I were to tell you that there are two words starting right now that you can use, that you can take back your power, take back your voice, and start living a life of bliss and freedom that you deserve? Hi, I am Bethel, and I am an empowerment coach assisting people to live a blissful life of freedom. I am dedicated to sharing practical tips to assist everyone to living bliss and freedom like they have never experienced before. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any juicy tips that I have prepared for you. Many years ago, a movie came out called Yes Man with Jim Carrey. Have you heard of it? If not, that's okay. I might be dating myself just a little bit, but it was a movie I really enjoyed. In this movie, the purpose of it is to encourage everybody to start saying yes to every opportunity that comes their way. The main character started saying yes, and he went from a life of boring to a life of excitement, life of friends, a life like he never could have dreamed possible. When I was done watching this movie, I decided, I want a life like that too. It was so enticing. Who wouldn't want a life like that? So I started saying yes to everything. Ha ha! It didn't take me long to realize that would not work for me. First, there were some things that were just illegal, and I won't do anything illegal. Some things might have been considered immoral or just gross, and I didn't want to do that either. And other things could harm another person. In no way will I harm another person. And so it got me thinking, how can I live a life of bliss and freedom like Jim Carrey did? And yes, man. And it got me thinking about the word want. So I look it up in the dictionary, and want has two definitions. The first one is an intense desire for something or someone. And that just started a passion inside of me, an intense desire. The desire of fire grows inside of you. And wanting is something that comes inside of you. The word desire is more powerful than want, isn't it? So it's an inward thing. When you hear the word desire, your whole body lights up and you just want to scream with joy. I got to thinking, if want means desire, anything that came my way, if I wanted to live a life of passion, I would need to desire it. So I kept reading on the definition of want. And the second definition is something that you should or ought to do. Ew, I just got yucky. Ought. I can't even say that word with a straight face. Ought or should are things that happen outside of us that burden you. But if you want to be considered a good person, a healthy person, a loving person, you should act or be a certain way. But when we come across those things, do we really want to do it? Ask yourself that question. You might find, especially if you feel like your life is being controlled by others, that you do it because you should. Definition number two, but not because it sparks a desire inside of your soul. So that got me thinking. And I promise you, if you do this every single time an opportunity comes your way, that you ask yourself, do I really want to do this? Does this light a passion inside of me? Do I have a desire inside of me to do this? Or is every cell in my body screaming, hell yeah? Then go for it. There you go. There are your two cues to living a life of passion. Hell yeah. But what if you don't? What if that second this definition comes up? I better do this. I ought to do this. I should do this. Does it mean you should say no? No, it doesn't. This is where life gets really great. Life is handing you an opportunity to get to know yourself better, to turn inward and ask yourself, why Don't you have that passion to go ahead and do it? Why, even though it's something you should do, does it make you feel gross? Can you shift your values? Can you shift your desires? Can you get to that hell yeah, that definition number one, that passion inside of you? And if you can, do it. Because you never know what you might miss out on if you don't. My daughter, I've got 4 of them. She has a special ability to really turn inward. So the other day, she comes downstairs. We're all getting ready to go to the grocery store. And we go, hey, you want to come with us to the grocery store? It'll be a lot of fun, family bonding time. And she just goes, nope. And she goes back upstairs. A few minutes later, she comes back downstairs and she goes, I changed my mind. Let's go. We went to the store and we had a really good time. So, how did she go from, nope, I don't want to all of a sudden it became a hell yeah, and we went? What she did in that brief moment, after telling me no, to saying, yes, let's go, was she asked herself, is this really something I want to miss out on? If I stay home, I get to stay in my jammies. I get to talk to my friends. I get to relax, but I'll miss out on family time. I'll miss out on picking out my snacks for the week. I'll miss out on what other amazing activity mom might have planned for her. And so she started asking herself inside what she did and didn't want to do. And then she realized that being with her family was meant a lot more to her than staying inside in her jammies talking to her friends. So she did go from a no, not a hell yeah, just a no, to a hell yeah, because she was able to see that inward side, those inward values that meant more to her. That is the goal, friends. Anytime an opportunity is presented to you, if it's not immediately a hell yeah, ask yourself, can you move it to a hell yeah? Where are your values? What can you be shifted? And if it's still a no, say no. Every time you do something and you're not in a hell yes state, you are letting outward people control you. It is a gift to go inward and ask yourself, why am I not at a hell yeah state? It is a gift to say no. And it's a bigger gift to only do things in a hell yeah state of mind. So, my friends, until next time, start making those choices that make your heart go, hell yeah. And I'll see you on the next tip. Namaste.